All right, guys, welcome to Anything is Possible. Getting my camera adjusted here a little bit more. We are out at a local lake that is stocked with trout. We haven't fished this lake in probably about 2, 3 months now, so I'm excited to try the spot out. I haven't put the bait on yet, so let me go over and do that, and then we'll chat as you guys find find us here. I'm going to start out with our pack bait on the first on the two big rods, and we did bring the trout rod today. Hopefully we'll get into some trout and at least catch ourselves some lunch or dinner. I'll be back to chat in just a minute. I'm going to be a little tired today. I was up till about 2 in the morning driving. We went all the way up to New York and then backtracked over to Lake Erie in Pennsylvania and almost ended up in Ohio. But we did get to see the full eclipse. The picture you see in the thumbnail is credit goes to my son Lyle. He got that picture. Awesome experience. Walking slow today, guys. It's all muddy here, and I got Crocs on because I still can't reach my feet because of my back. And I don't want to fall, so I'm taking my time. All right, we got that. We just put some pack on that one and get that one out. Okay, that's one in. That's one in. Let's get the other one in. I'm gonna try green fake corn today. If that doesn't work, I do have extra regular corn, and I'll put that on the hair rig. But I picked up these, and these do float. I like that about them. And I really like that I don't have to redo it every 5 minutes. Let's see what we got in here. Hey, Lisa, good morning. Miss Joan, good morning. Thanks for coming in here. I'll be over to chat, getting set up, moving slow. It's a long weekend. Car camping with a bad back is no joke. All right, I need a bait stop on there. Finally got some more bait stops. I've been out of them. For anyone that doesn't know what a bait stop is, that's what it is. Hooks on the end of the loop, and then you just push the corn, preferably the fake corn because it holds better and it doesn't fall off when you try to do that, just like that. Helps float your hook up off the pack. Need a bell for that one. In slow motion, sorry guys. I'll warm up. My back is just not moving right. Once I get warmed up a little bit, it usually feels better. But the 14 hours of driving yesterday definitely did not help. I said we're lazy fishing today. Got a power bait. For the trout, I'm going to throw power bait out. Throw it out and just wait. God, I better not run over my rod. Mud stinks. Telling myself if I have a takedown, I'm not running to it. I'm walking to it so I don't fall. I can't afford to fall right now. All right, got the trout rod in here. We're only going to catch 3 trout. Well, maybe 5 actually. Limit's 5 now this time of year. And then that's it. I'm going to put that rod away. I'm not into catching and releasing today. These guys are going right in the fridge. This dude coming over right here. What the heck? What the hell? What did he land his boat right there for? Unbelievable. It's not even a boat ramp. Stuart, welcome in. Scotty, welcome in. Polk, thank you. Appreciate you. Wendy, good to see you guys. Got a little distracted. Sorry about that. Some putts over here with the bike. There's a boat right in front of me. Tight lines, welcome in. This guy for real? That's the problem with nice weather. You get every Dick and Harry out here. Gotta love that. Volk has the special skills of typing. Once I get settled in here, I can chat with my North American friends about the eclipse. Morning. Just set up. Yeah, we got in around 2 a.m. this morning, still at our time. It's a long weekend. Your nephew's at school, buddy. It's school day here. Just, Lyle missed the bus. Lyle and I drove. I'll give you the whole rundown of the weekend. Lyle wanted to see the total eclipse that we had. Problem is, the best spot, or the nearest spot, I should say, was 6 to 8 hours from us. And the forecast was clouds and rain. So, huge shout out to LB from Women Outdoors. I was blowing up her phone all weekend as we were driving out there, trying to figure out what was our best chance. And really, I assumed it was a waste of time. But she kept her eye on the weather and gave me updates. And eventually well, the first night we went out Saturday. We drove about 5 hours out and camped at Elk State Forest. So for any locals, you know what we were into. It's beautiful, like an hour driving through dirt roads to even get to the site. Just rustic as could be camping. Awesome stuff, but my back's shot and car camping was tough, but I started feeling better. It was a good weekend. Next morning we get up. That's Sunday. The eclipse starts at 2. We get up at 4:30 in the morning, throw all the stuff in the car in the dark, pack out, and start driving. Checking messages, trying to get signals, trying to keep batteries from dying. And we were going to Rochester at one point. We were going to Buffalo, New York at one point. We were going to Dayton, Ohio at one point. We were going to Cleveland, Ohio at one point. But after the last update at 11 a.m. from LB, she said, it all looks crappy. The least crappy looks like Lake Erie, and I kind of have a hunch that it's going to clear. So we show up at Lake Erie, and it's pouring rain. We sit in the car for a couple hours, and the only reason we even got out to this spot was because of the rain. They closed the gate soon after us, from what I understand. But we got out there, we set up, and 10 minutes, 15 minutes before it started, it's still cloudy, but like there's some blue patches in the sky. And then as soon as the eclipse started, the clouds, I swear to God, parted, and a cloud didn't go over for the next 2 hours, right to the full eclipse. We saw the entire thing, so it's pretty amazing. So that's my story of the weekend. If you got any questions on the experience, I will gladly share. But if you see the picture or the thumbnail for this video, you see how it looks like an O? I'm going to try to hire Mr. Parker if I can. I want to make our logo, the Anything is Possible. I want to replace the O in Possible with that solar eclipse pick as the O. I'm going to see if he can do that for us. I think it would look pretty cool on a black t-shirt. Kind of fits our it kind of fits our MO too. Anything is possible. We knew we were up against it, and the chances of seeing the full eclipse was going to be very hard. It was going to be very slim. But we went for it. We took a chance, and we figured it was going to be a beautiful experience. We were going to have fun. Lyle told me he needed some father-son time. So I'm like, we'll just go. Let's try to plan a trip that would be fun, even without an eclipse. So that's what we did. We're right on Lake Erie. If you don't know, Lake Erie is it's the size of a small ocean. It's a huge lake, one of the Great Lakes in the United States. Mr. Parker does awesome work, Stuart. Awesome work. I think it's too nice to catch a fish today, to be honest. It is ridiculously nice. I'm just fishing with myself. You sound like I'm fishing with other people? I do have some carp coming up to the left here. I may have to cast more to the left. The whole lake pulls up here. Look at it. Oh gosh. Sorry if you hear old man grunting a lot today. I'm kind of hurting. But I needed to get out. It's been so long since I got out live. We got a cool video coming this Friday, hopefully, if it all comes together. I mean, it contains trout, it contains earthquakes, it contains total eclipses. It's going to be a pretty wild video. It's going to be an editing nightmare. So I'm kind of hoping for a rain out day this week where I can sit down and edit the entire day. Comes the retired crowd with fishing poles here. See if this dude runs over my lines again. So sorry I didn't catch up with you guys the last few days. I didn't have a signal most of that time. And when I did have a signal, I was busy trying to get my maps up and see where I'm going. And so I'm a little behind in responding to comments. I will get caught up soon. I needed to get out for a few hours this morning. We'll do at least 3 hours today, see if we get any bites. I got to get that chicken coop finished off with my back. I've got a few steps I couldn't get done. And those little chickies are turning into chickens in her basement. They need their coop. I'm telling you guys, more and more, I'm a winter fisherman. In springtime, these people come out, they drive me up a wall. It's just a different crowd. For trout, it doesn't bother when they come out for catfish and carp and stuff, but when they come out for this trout run, it just drives me up a wall. They don't talk to you, they don't say nothing. It's just weird. I wave to them, they just stare at me. I hate it. We are trout fishing and carp fishing. That first rod on the angle is set up for trout. I have power bait on that. And this is stocky, so we're harvesting if we catch, or else I wouldn't be using power bait. The other two rods are the pack bait recipe for carp, but it's not impossible to catch a trout on them. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we caught a carp on those today. Did I miss a hit? Did I miss a hit? The bells are off the middle of the rod. This ground is like ice. You guys want to see my shirt? Anyone want to see a shirt I got from my solar eclipse experience? I got a pretty wild shirt line. I bought shirts from a corner, one of those dudes that run around the street selling t-shirts. If anyone wants to see it, I'll strip down for you. I wanted to go on the other side. The sun, till the leaves get on that tree, I think the sun would be right in the lens there. That's my favorite spot for carp this time of year. With the GoPro, I can get away with it, but live, the sun blurs it out really bad. I'll have to come up here and shoot a long form video. Oh, did I miss a... What is going on with this? I see money sitting up there, but it never showed up in chat. Yeah, I'm way behind. What the heck? Bulk, thanks, buddy, man. I appreciate that. He wouldn't wave at me either. Stuart, I'm still working on designs, man. Just hang on. Hang on. We're doing a few slight modifications to our logo, and before I start putting them on any shirts, I'm gonna get it right where I want it. Puff Muffin, what's going on? Good to see you. Nate, what's going on? Hey, Puff Muffin. Yeah, I got some butterworms here. The ones I bought this year were so dang small. Yeah, they're ridiculously small. But we'll see. I'm not in a great trout spot. I'm more in a better carp spot. But I tend to, like, when I try to catch carp here, I tend to catch one or two trout here this time of year. So the bank is icy, slippery, not icy, but slippery like ice. And my back is out, so I'm being lazy. I'm sorry. I'm straight up being lazy today. Ted, what's going on, buddy? Ted, did you get the full eclipse out where you were? I'm not sure exactly. I think you were, you might have been at Seven Springs, though. I think the whole weekend's a blur, man. We were driving so much. Hey, Stephen Merchant, another awesome member. What's going on? Catfish Regulators. What's cracking? My back, that's about it. Been live 25 minutes, waiting until the carp come in. I do see some surfacing, just they're not cooperating. They're on the other. I'd have to either move the camera or put a rod where you can't see it. And the sun's kind of right there. I did bring my chair, so I could do that, I guess. And they are surfacing a lot over there. I might have to do that. We'll give this 45 minutes, so another 15 minutes. If we don't have a takedown, or I don't start seeing a lot of activity here, I'm going to move, and I'm talking 20 feet. It's just a matter of moving everything, moving the camera, the chair, so that I can keep the sun at my back. Hey, Randy, good morning. Yeah, this is old man fishing. If you see me walk out here, you're going to see old man. But I mean, I was on the floor 3 days last week, but you know, the eclipse is like a once in a lifetime thing. At least for me, it is. And my oldest boy is huge into astronomy, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. So he took a run at it, and I took a lot of painkillers, and off we went. My buddy might be coming here today. He might meet up with us. Let's keep my eyes peeled. He's going to be looking for us. Northern View, I missed you coming in. The chat's really clunky this morning. Thanks for coming in here. Appreciate it. Ted said just got a little bit of the eclipse. Not as thrilling as it made out to be. Got a little darker. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ted. I heard all the naysayers too, but when it goes full eclipse and you could take your glasses off for 4 minutes, it was crazy. I got video coming out. The waves picked up on Lake Erie. It was awesome, man. Totally awesome. The full eclipse, anything shy of the eclipse, you have to have your glasses on, so you're just kind of watching it. But when you can take your glasses off and you see the colors and the horizon, like the horizon colors were so impressive that you wanted to look at it, but like you wanted to look at the sun and see what it was doing. But I took a few peeks at over the lake, and it was insane. So yeah, I was in your camp, Ted, before we went. Like I'm not huge, like I love stars and things, but I was just like, oh, this is a lot for nothing. But when I saw that solar eclipse, total eclipse, and we had our glasses off for almost 4 full minutes, and it's really wild. When stars came out in the side, I think we got 4 or 5 stars. You could see Mercury right over the moon, over the sun. Awesome stuff. We saw it's not a solar flare, I forget they call it, the beads of light coming down. It's like a straight spear. It comes out of the bottom of the eclipse. And the one astronomer that we were talking to said that that's the light coming out of the mountains in the moon. So the moon's not like a perfect circle, right? Because it's all dented up and everything. So the light escapes through the valleys and the mountains. And that's what we were looking at. It looked like a solar flare, but that's actually what it is. There's beads of something. There's like a name for it. There was one in 2017. Fishing was good for half an hour and then went dead. Yeah, the birds were going nuts where we were, and then they got all quiet, and the seagulls went berserk. It was really cool. Oh, that's awesome, Puff Muffin. That's awesome. That's one of the reasons I've stayed with that company a little bit longer than I probably should, because I like their quality. Like I'm wearing their sweatshirt right now. It's comfortable, it's soft. And if you know Lyle, he's got like sensitivity disorders and things like that, and if it's not comfortable, he won't wear it. And so I have to go with a company that's really soft and comfortable. Yeah, you had place on here. You've seen that every weekend. Hey, Danny Stone, welcome in, buddy. The far rod, Stuart, this one here, I'm not sure if it's reversed in your camera. I didn't hear no bell. Might be a trout pecking at it, bud. Could be a trout. I'm gonna wait for the takedown on the 2 big rods, and then I'm gonna move my. crippled butt over there. Try to not fall in the mud. Yeah, I never got to actually meet up with LB from Women Outdoors, but we were just a couple miles apart, and she was giving me all the breakdowns of where to go, and with the crazy weather, trying to find a patch between the clouds to see the eclipse. We couldn't have, we would not have been successful with her because once we got out into like Elk State Forest, we had no signal for a long time, so I couldn't even see the weather. Anytime I'd get a signal, I'd look for her text message and give me the updating. And Elk State Forest was awesome. We picked this spot like out of the blue, and it just happened to have a wild trout stream going right through the campsite. So we got some wild video of that coming out. That was beautiful. Yeah, you're right, Stu. The rod is going a little bit. Takedown is imminent. Not yet, not yet. Hunting and stuff. Thanks for coming in. But the takedown seems to be imminent. The end rod is shaking a little bit. Toe jam bait. Thanks, Smiley. You can break your legs and stuff. Yeah, Danny, we fish all different spots, man. I get around. This spot is smooth, but I'll tell you, I pulled my back out. I was on the floor for 3 days last week. Um, you know, you slip an inch, it feels like razor blades going up my back. And I can't get shoes on. I'm stuck with my what are these called? Crocs, because I can't touch my shoes yet. My back's still shot pretty bad. I'm a mess. Oh Lord. Primarily fishing carp and trout today. I did see a 7-pound largie come out of here a couple of days ago. Looked like the PB my PB that I caught last year. It may have been the same bass. Got 13 awesome people in here. Appreciate that. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Helps with the algorithms and gets the stream out on YouTube and all that jazz. We're just gonna chill today. Watch some rods and hopefully get some good bites. I think my buddy Travis may have sent me a message about fishing tomorrow, so we might team up. I'll be live somewhere tomorrow anyway. Maybe I'll leave it up to you guys whether we focus on trout or carp tomorrow. Could do some creek fishing. There's a good creek around here. Take you live on the creek if you want. It's a little tougher like to go live because you're like casting so much with that type of fishing. And I do it a lot. I just don't go live when I do that type of fishing. But I can if you want to see it. If you hear snoring, it's totally possible I fall asleep today. Today could be the day. I haven't added it up, but I know I'm over 20 hours of driving for the last 2 days. And it wasn't like I was resting when I wasn't driving either. Oh, man. Stand up and stretch. Dead calm out here. I'm gonna set up the next spot a little bit. I'll be right back. We're right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm basically going to fish out there next. I've been seeing some carp rolling out there. There's one right there actually. So I'm going to set it up, but the sun is over that way. So I'm going to set up looking this way. But I'll keep them on the rods till we get a little closer to the move here. Perch and crappie, Puff Muffin. Nice, man. Ripped the change the fender on the F350. Good luck, man. Good luck. Sounds like a project. I do like the spot over there better. It's flatter too. Less chance of me doing a face plant. I know Stuart wants to see me do a face plant. I'll slowly start moving the rods over one by one. Simple setup on this. You got like a size 6, a little bit big, power bait. The split shot about 18 inches up, probably more like 15 inches up. Don't get old. Yeah, I can definitely hit those trout or those carp that are rolling over here. I'll leave you guys watching that rod for now until I get set up, and then I'll move you guys. We've got our extreme pack bait recipe today on the how-to playlist. You can find this. I don't have the peanut butter in it today. I left that out because I forgot. Let's move you guys over here. Going for a walk. Here's the back side of the park you don't get to see right here. One more rod to bring over. Just relocating, guys. We'll be right back to chat. Cindy, what's going on? Wow, Japan, howdy. Try a piece of sweet corn on what? The whole pack bait sweet corn. That's what we already got on there, Stuart. Already got it on. Slide this one between those two. We'll get them with that one, guys. I got confidence now. Sometimes it just takes a little observing, figure out where you're going to fish. Here we go. This rod. Missed them. That's the trout rod. I usually put like an egg sinker on, but I didn't have time to rig that up the right way. It'll still work. Just not as well. Keep that back out. Oh, let me get you guys down to my view so I can sit in the chair. can't stand all day today. There we go. It looks all right. Nice, Travis. Yeah, I was going to go there, but figured I'd go live. I can't really go live over there. Blow it out. Travis, I saw a text message. I didn't read it, but I think it said something about going out tomorrow. If so, I'm up. But I got to get the kids on the bus. You're probably going before work, right? I can't sneak out. I got too much housework to get caught up on. Only get the fish if there's a happy wife at home. All right. I'm going out. No work tomorrow. I'm going to the East Branch. But you can go to the East Branch. Yeah, I mean, I'll go live if you want to fish with me. Live, that's fine. Just let me know. I'll meet you down there after I get the kids on the bus. Are you going to the spot where the murderous red-tailed hawk lives? It's a spot where a red-tailed hawk just attacks you all day long. Be great. That could be some great content right there. You guys watch us get attacked by a red-tailed hawk all day. Okay. You're going by a bridge. Let me get that trout rod recast. I'm not really happy with that spot. So what happens, I went away for the weekend, leaving most of my fishing stuff. I got in 2 a.m. this morning, got up at 5:30, got the kids situated and off to school. And then I grabbed my rods and it looked like Kevin has done a number on them. They're all rigged differently. He fished this weekend, so I can't complain, I guess. That was a pretty good hit there on the middle rod. Got rid of the trout. Guess I'll get to re-rig this one after all. Snap that one off. I think that's on the green. I think that one hit the green corn too. It seemed like a carp hit. We should get a carp soon. All right, I'm going to get a smaller hook for this power bait. Going to use size 8's a little bit better than a 6, but I like 10s, but looks like we're using 8s. Appreciate you guys all popping in here. Hope you're having a good day. Almost time for the chasing stripers. Gonna check with a buddy this week. Might be making a trip down to the Atlantic Ocean for some striper fishing. Okay, got the knot. Add some split shot. Power bait. I like the smaller hooks with the power bait because it'll float it. Size 8, it'll give it a little bit of loft, but if you were to put a size 10 hook with a piece of power bait or a salmon egg hook, it'll float up. And that's kind of what you want, ideally. Especially here. Got like a algae bottom to it. You don't want it down in that algae. You're just coming in looking like I can't looking at me like I don't know how to walk. I have a thrown out back here. It's feeling a lot better from where I was a week ago. Figured I might as well fish before I do something worse. Oh. Yep, that's where I am, Travis. Glacier, what's going on, buddy? No fish have been captured. No fish have been hurt in the filming of this episode. This is a fish-friendly channel. No harming fish here today. Not yet. I mean, I'd love to, but it just hasn't happened. They do browns in the spring. That's cool. I haven't caught a brown this year, except for the wilds. I don't like, I know, I think Stuart loves browns, taste-wise. I prefer bows. I like rainbows, but I'm here primarily for the carp today. But I will totally catch me some lunch for sure, if I can. That's kind of the goal here. Catch some carp and catch lunch. That would be sweet. Big Mike, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for coming in here. Yeah, like to pierce a fish. Sure. There goes the in run again. Little trout rod here. Comes lunch. He's just playing with it. He was playing with it. Gonna have some slow reaction time today too if that thing goes. It is not impossible that I lose that rod. If anything but a small trout takes it. These are all stockies, doesn't matter. They're all the same, just dumb stocked trout here in this lake. There are some springs in this lake. The browns, we've caught them, held over for almost a full year. But yeah, the weather's unreal. You're down south, right, Big Mike? I get you guys all mixed up sometimes, especially geographically. You know, I'll tell you, it's going to be too hot real quick. Yeah, there's no shade this time of year. I'd love to get out here earlier, but I got to get the kids off to school first and then go live. 58 minutes. We'll give them another 10 minutes and we'll rebait. I'll switch out the green corn. I'll probably put live corn, real corn on the hair rig on the middle rod. And we'll try again here. Definitely on some feeding fish. I can see them splashing out there. Yeah, Chattanooga. I thought that's where you're in Tennessee. Awesome. Pouring since 2 a.m. That's no fun. Halibut would be awesome. Had some good cod last night, Stuart. And that's your one of your fish over there. Shad Daddy, welcome in. There's Jerry from Jamaican Shore Fishing. Thanks for popping in here. Appreciate you guys. Trying to get something going here. Going for trout and carp. Either one would be fine by me. Got 2 rods with pack bait and 1 with power bait. Hey Brandon, doing pretty good, bud. Tired, got a sore back. Other than that, I can't complain. Living the dream. Hope you're doing all right. Got to come up with a better system to stay out of the sun now. Check this trout rod. Probably all gunked up with algae. Yeah, that's the spot, guys. That's the spot. We'll get them. Watching that line on the rod I just casted. It's definitely moving, but I think that's just some algae floating by. put the rod tip up high to try to get over. Most of the algae is real close to the bank. Try to keep it up over that. It's probably dragging the bait unnaturally. My wife is sending me text messages nonstop that I can't read when I'm live. Yeah, sorry to show off my weather here on you, Glacier. I mean, it's pretty rough here too. Oh, here comes a water snake. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I think that's a water snake. Right out around there. You guys see that? Put it in my glass. I can't see with my glasses here. There's a turtle right behind him. Got the whole zoo out there today. The snake's coming towards us. They stocked this like a week ago. It ain't like Scotland, man. I'll tell you that much. This would have been elbow to elbow, and they come in droves and clean these places out right away. They always go into like a shock the week after they stock, and then fishing's good. But it's sunny. It's 10 a.m. You can't fish and expect trout when it's like this. It's not trout weather. Even in stockies, they don't bite in this weather. Not many anyway. We'll catch a couple, but it won't be easy. All right. I don't even know if you can see that snake. We got Bud Files in the house. Morning, Bud Files. Still pretty early out there. Good morning to you. Oop. Tripping on the crap again. I'll get you guys set back up. I'm going to give it another minute here, and I'm going to rebait the carp rods. Where did I have this camera here? I hate when I move this thing, and I got to get you back in the right place again. There. Yep, I'm definitely not going live from there. Shh. Yeah, I totally agree, Travis. They're probably on the lower section though. I don't know if it's cloudy enough, murky enough for them to get up into the shallow area or not. Browns are pretty nocturnal too. They tend to bite more at night than any other time. And I know like people will argue with me like, well, not stock trout because they feed them in the day. I know from helping out at the Stony Creek Angler Nursery, they definitely still are nocturnal. So when you're raising trout, the browns are always the smallest fish we stock because they just don't eat the pellets during the day as much. So they don't get as much food. They poke at it and they get by, but they don't get fat like the bows and the brookies. Brookies will get the biggest, honestly. People think brookies are small, but brookies are easiest to feed. At least here. I don't know how that holds up worldwide, but that's how it is here. All right, Randy, I'll get you a fish, buddy. I was just fooling around, but now I'm going to fish for real. Yeah, brownies are going. And that's why I'm really focusing on carp. Trout's just a bycatch, and Kev caught, and we have probably 30 trout. Kev caught a bunch this weekend too, so we're good. We're stocked up for trout meat. So I try to spread it out. I don't want to catch too much and have to throw them all in the freezer. Try to always have a couple of fillets, maybe like 5 fillets in the freezer. That's like perfect this time of year. Then I'll eat that one, and if I catch 5 more, I'll replace those. And we only eat fish twice a week because I know you're not supposed to, mercury and all that crap. You're not supposed to eat them every day. There's all kinds of like health risks associated with it, which I don't fully believe, but I think 2 is kind of common sense. 2 meals a week of, and I mean meals, not like you have one little skinny trout fillet. I might eat 2 or 3 trout at that meal. We'll knock out 10. As a family, we'll easily eat 10 trout, average trout for dinner. Let's switch up the big rod here. Oh man, I'm a mess today. Lost my bait needle thread here. What the heck? I did find some worms. Let me throw a worm on that one rod. I don't know where I put it. Might have to go back and watch my live, try to remember where I look to see where I put my bait needle. I like to put the worm on first. I use a bait holder so it's got the barbs on the back. So slide the worm up there, and now put the power bait on the bend of the hook like that. Give it a little motion. That might have been my worm. Still got power bait on regardless. All right. Let's get these rods in and rebait up the cart. Missed them.
you doing there? Hey, what's up?
Alrighty. They look like they're on top of each other, but they're not. I casted one in a little bit closer than the other. I hope. That was my goal. Hey, Backlash. Welcome in there, buddy boy. What's going on? Uh, Do you have a new pet snake, Backlash? You gonna cook the snake? There goes that little trout rod again. Swallow it. I'm not going over there. You swallow that. Not a big fan, to be honest with you, catching trout in a lake. Unless you're a deep lake and you're in the boat. But stockies in a lake have never been my favorite style of fishing. But be silly not to try to catch some lunch while I'm carp fishing. Who did I see? Terry B, welcome in. I missed you coming in. Snake and mealworm pizza. I still have to do the carp video with the baits. I got a good bit of it filmed. But that one's gonna take a while. That's a lot of content to try to narrow down into one film. I'm trying to keep that one to like 8 minutes. Oh. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Might look for a shady spot to move to in a little bit. I might relocate. Let me get out of the sun. I'm going to take a quick walk behind the camera here. Figure out if there's enough shade down here, which direction we're going to go in. Not a lot of shade out here. stay here, I guess. All right, Stephen, have a good day. Thanks for coming in. It's really hard to see chat. Sorry if I'm missing a lot. It's so hard to see it with the sun. If I move to the shadier spot, then you're not going to have a great view. So I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. Turn my hat around like a cool kid. So I'll get sunburnt. That was a nice carpet just rolled out there in the middle of the lake. He's not far from our baits. Hopefully he's on his way to our bait. Come on, fish. Throw another worm on here. We could give it a little bit longer and then pack up and just go for trout somewhere else. If you guys want to do that, I would just shut down the live and pick it back up once I'm in another spot. It's too much stuff to carry and keep you live. I can't carry the tripod. What are we at? Hour 27. We could go to the 2-hour mark, and then I'll shut it down if we haven't located the trout here or the carp, and then we can go hit a stream. And I'll just take one rod, and I can carry the camera better. We can move around and find some fish. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know if you guys are up for that little creek fishing today. We'll shut this thing down, if so. It's so sunny out here. All right, I saw somebody come in. I missed somebody here. Yeah, good luck, Terry. I was watching that. I hope everything works out for you. Trout taco, amazing. Yeah, trout tacos are awesome. Stuart, you know I can't find Bang Bang sauce. I swear, all the stores here got rid of it. I don't know what's going on. Now I can't find any. There's Mayhem and Miracles. Hey, Masha. Thanks for coming in. Good morning to you. Who else we got in here? And I feel like I missed somebody else, too. It's too nice to catch trout. I wouldn't even bother going out in weather like this for trout. But I can find them. Give me a creek, I'll find them. But I can't do the 3 rods and set up and catch them. I'm going to have to cover water and find a nice deep cut bank and float a worm or a fly by them. It'll be a fun live. But I can't move as much as I want to because I don't want to hurt my back any worse than it already is hurting today. But I'm sure we can find some. I did get the telescopic poles I wanted, so we can set up the little bivy system now a lot easier. So those rainy days around here tend to be the best fishing days, and now we can run a live right during those. So I'm pretty excited. I think there'll be some of our best lives will be in the rain. That's always been my favorite fishing time. Spring rain, summer rain. I feel like they bite best around here during those storms. Come on, fish. Don't do this to me. Not yet, Masha. Had a couple nibbles, a couple bites, but it's so nice here. It's just almost too nice to fish. Uh, I might close off the live at the 2 hour mark, about 30 minutes, and head to another spot or another stream nearby and just trout fish. Just carry the camera, do a little sightseeing, maybe catch a couple trout for lunch. Kind of keep it laid back today. I'm a tired guy today, Masha. Squirrel, what's going on, buddy? My PA bro. Yeah, I got mayo and sriracha. I got another combination. It's pretty much the same thing as Bang Bang. It's just not quite as good as Bang Bang sauce. They got it dialed in just the way I like it. Maple syrup is good for bait. Anything sweet, anything that gives them diabetes is good for bait. For humans and fish. The definition of dead lines right here. Not even a turtle bite. Crazy dead. Got 14 awesome people in here. Appreciate you guys. Sorry I ain't catching nothing. Make sure you turn the notification bell on because we're going to shut it down soon and I'm going to go find fish and then pop up. It's too nice here. Fish are just chilling out. You don't need to send them. You don't ever have to send anyone to come in. Just share it out on social media. That's all you got to do. I'm not into sending messages and telling somebody to go look at something. Just, just send it on. If you want to share it out, send it on social media. You don't need to send a direct message to someone. You got better things to do than watch me stare at three poles that aren't moving. Now I'm starting to slam them. Sure, send it to everybody you know. I'm gonna start straightening up a little bit, and if we don't get a bite by the time I'm done straightening up, we're gonna head to another spot. Stuart, I did use your squirmy wormies this weekend. Threw the squirmy wormies on, chasing some wild trout. Didn't have any luck on any of the baits though, but I did throw them on. They looked good. Rod looks tight. Trout rod looks real tight. Let's see if we got something playing with that or not. I know I keep like grunting. I'm tired and in pain, but having a good time. I know where they dumped them. That's not a problem. Where they dumped them is elbow to elbow. I'm not doing a live next to that stuff. They carry on. They say things I don't want on my live, so not happening. Packing it up, guys. I'm going to shut this one down. I appreciate you all coming in here. If you're watching live, well, I guess after the fact, I'm going to pop back up again, hopefully. I'll send, if for some reason I can't, I'll send you a community post. That's typically what I do, but I should be able to find a spot. It might be 10 minutes, might be 30 minutes, depends on the spot. I got a couple in mind that I'm going to go by, see how many people are there. If I can find one that's not crowded, I'll hit it up, okay? Appreciate you all coming in here though. Buying spaces. We're shutting it down and we're gonna go go around the corner. Thanks for coming in here. Where's the off button on this dang thing? Catch you in a couple.